No one else can do it for you. Only you can let it in. Feel the rain on your skin. You know it's not that hot outside, but I'll still take off my jacket. What it do, people? I'm just doing yard work at my buddy's house, not at my house. My house is the storms are coming, Annie. What's up, Slimer? How's it hanging, brother? Yeah, bro. I don't know why I look like super fat at home, but then like I come out here and I'm like I look super jacked. Like I don't understand it. It's very strange. Very strange. I'm at my buddy's house. People come on here and they say, "Well, we don't ever see you with friends. Do you have any friends?" I have 2 friends, and you. And anyway, it's my buddy's house. He lives on this nice little cottage ranch on the lake. There's a golf course back there. Plays tricks in the eyes. Anyway, I'll show you what we're doing here. So, check it. Got all these leaves, trying to put them there. And a couple days ago, I got all those leaves and I put them there. Wild difference, right? That's true. You don't really have much time for anything when you got kids. Look at the squirrel. Squirrel. Yeah. See the difference though? Night and day. Night and day. And this is after a couple days of not being here. After a couple days of not being here. Yeah, like I look super jacked out here, bro, but at home I look like a little fat lard ass. Cute. It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny. God, dude, I like his property though. It's so peaceful, so serene. Look at that. You can't beat that now, can you? Look, he just got a new deck installed. My guy's living the life right now. He's living the life right now. Hop off in the boat, which you got pretty bad leaks in it. Yeah, this thing is gonna capsize. I better get out before it starts picking more water up. And don't walk through the pile. Yeah, you don't have too much time or nothing when you got kids, man. But, I mean, the time I get to make, look at this, baby. You can't beat this. It's about 48, 46, 48 degrees, judging by feel. And what I seem to remember the temperature being today. It's a light rain outside. It's kind of brisk. It feels good, actually. It's really not that bad. It's not as bad as people were thinking. And I don't think it's going to get that bad. Yo, what's up? See how I go? You caught me at a weird disgust because I'm doing yard work today. But, yeah, normally they're not like that. Normally I'm inside. Look at that wind, though. That wind will cut right through you. That wind will mess you up, buddy. That is the dream right here. He told me that I might be getting my old job back. That when I texted my old boss, I was like, hey, can I come back to work up there? Because, you know, I just got laid off because of the company was doing bad. But he said, yeah, they've fired the CEO, got the old guard back in charge. Everything's going good. And as soon as they come off the hiring freeze they're on right now, they're probably going to call me back to go work their Webtron. That's what it was. The Webtron. So I'm excited about that. But what's up, MCI Goat? I guess you probably left, huh? Oh. The benefit of this is that I really don't have a time schedule to get this done. I'm just here until it is done. All day, all night, whatever it takes. Don't rain on a poor man. The Webtron is it's a flexo press. It's like a 8-inch flexo press that kind of sucks, but you know, like I said, I make labels. That's my career. That's my trade, flexo printing. So, and there's only one job around here that is flexo printing. There's only one place you can go to get that job. I moved here to Texas from Mississippi for that job and got laid off in August. But yeah, that's beside the point. It's the only place. So if I want to work flexo, I've got to go there. It's a print shop. Yeah, it's a print shop. Industrial print shop, not a small one. We like do a lot of big time labels and stuff. It's kind of drizzling pretty good. Let me find my gloves real quick. Oh, I'm missing one. Oh no. Yeah, it's a print shop though. Yeah, you're right about that. Oh, I see it. Wait, that's not it. Oh, I see it. I'm not a ginger. It's all the brown leaves outside. Don't you see all the brown leaves? Brown leaves everywhere, brother. Not a ginger. My hair is not ginger. Everything around me is brown and makes my face look red. It's not red. It's blonde, bro. It's blonde. Swear to God. Do I have a lightsaber? Like, do I own like one of those Force Effects lightsabers? No. Although that would be cool as shit. But I got no one to duel with, so. My wife hasn't seen Star Wars. She's not a fan. I don't have anyone to duel with, so I would get some, but my wife hasn't seen Star Wars yet. She wouldn't understand why I'm playing with a little glowing stick and making all the sounds. Pew, pew. Don't do it. Don't do it. Everybody's so friendly here. Oh, yeah, it's raining. Let me go stand under the thing. Go sit on his porch for a minute. He did it. Yo, what's up, bro? What's up? What did Goy Williams say? Oh, I see. Do I like football? Do you mean American or do you mean Hey, what are you doing? I'm sitting in the rain. What are you doing, bud? I'm taking a shit and breaking the package. Oh, hell yeah, baby. What? Why are you on the phone with me? It don't look like they've done anything. Yeah, they finished the steps, and then they still got to do the gate and the railing on the other side. Oh, okay. I hadn't been back there but once, just to look at it again. But yeah, it's raining right now. I'm gonna wait a couple minutes and get back to it till it stops. I'm gonna burn them leaves when it first freezes out. That ain't a bad idea. I think they'll probably be dry in the middle. Just stick your hand in there and kind of mix it around a little bit. You could probably set it on fire. I can do it. I brought my torch if you want me to do it. Ring cams. Ring, ring, ring. Yeah, I wouldn't do it for $10. That's for sure. Maybe like I'd probably do it for $1,000,000. It wouldn't last long. I think $1,000,000 for like 25 seconds of getting my ass beat. I think that's fair. Damn it, boy. I can hear you shitting. Would you fight a kangaroo for $1,000,000? Easy money. Easy money. I'd knock that kangaroo right the fuck out. He said I got my ass beat for free at the local bar. That's funny. I think we've all been there once or twice. Well, I've never been in a bar fight, but I've had my ass beat for free. That's a fact, Jack. Oh man, let me get in the car. He's texting me now. Whoa. Whoa. No. I look like my dad? How would you know? You don't even know what my dad looks like, do you? I hope not. That'd be fucking weird. Do a flip. No, it's raining. I'm from Florida, United States. Florida. That's right. I'm from Florida. It's cold, wet, and rainy here in Texas, though. You got to pay me money. Be my super chat to see my abs. I need to be an actor? What makes you think that? You're in Texas too, Rispy? That's what's up, brother. What parts? I'm in East Texas. I'm a little southwest of Tyler. Three. You can't even give me super chats yet. How white am I on a scale of 1 to 10? What's maximum white? You're south of Fort Worth? Oh. That's not too. That's like probably like 3 hours for me, at most. Dallas is only about 2 hours, 15 minutes for me. Greetings from India. How are you? I'm doing well, brother. Avanti Kawasti. South of Fort Worth. I hear it's expensive up there near Fort Worth nowadays. Trim carpenter, yeah, I see you guys quite frequently all the time through this town. They're never from here though. There's only like one cabinet stop here, and they do some trim carpentry, but I look like Habib. Real me. Weren't you that guy I was talking with yesterday? Wasn't I talking to you yesterday, friend? I am from Florida, the United States, brother. How are you, brother? Hope you're doing well. Pointing at my junk, Sandro Social. Sunkist. Dr. Pepper product. I wonder if there's any caffeine. There is caffeine. Yes, I have one. Is the Sunkist good? Yes. Do I like crocodiles? I mean, not as much as Steve Irwin, but I'd say that they're a pretty badass critter. I think they're cool. Yo, what's up, Australia? How's it hanging, brother? Shaka bra. What's up for today? I'm just doing some yard work in my bro's house, but it's raining right now, so I'm waiting out the rain a little bit. What does my tattoo say? Nothing. It's a picture of Odin. Water's on everything. Am I interested in the Cricket World Cup? Not particularly. I've never actually watched a game of cricket. Odin is the leader of the Norse pantheon, I guess you could say. Vinland Saga? You know, I've been told to watch that. You are perfect to play the role of Thor. I don't know about that. I think you got to be a little bit more attractive to be an actor in a high budget movie. Well, I don't live in Florida anymore. I said I'm from Florida. What do I do for a living? I'm a farmer. If you're curious about my tailored trade, what I actually do for like a career when I'm not farming, it would be flexographic printing. Talk about my beliefs on segregation. What kind of segregation? I am not a Viking. I'm an American. What do you mean, poop jeep? Very strange. What types of segregation? You love ICE deporting illegal aliens. I think that's pretty fair that they should do that. Where do I sell all the produced food? The farmer's market. Not gardening, farming. Sowing them crops. Spinach, kale, chard, potatoes, tomatoes, onions, carrots, peppers, beans. We're going to try beans this year. Or purple whole peas, rather. Or black-eyed peas, whatever y'all call them. What's your opinion on the dark folk? Which dark folk? You know, I'm white, so like, you know, everybody else is darker than me. Rest in peace, Lil Wayne. Feel like I would have heard about that. What do I think about growing corn? I don't really like corn. The tariff hike is not affecting me in any way. My favorite breakfast? That's a hard call. French toast? French toast. French toast. You don't think races mix, right? I think that certain cultures don't mix. I think that certain cultures don't mix for certain. It's never particularly about race. It's always been about culture. Saying that certain cultures don't mix, that's uh that's not racist actually. Do I like people of color? Like there's lots of people of color. There's more people of color. Do I think some cultures are beneath me? Like gang culture, drug culture, culture of violence? Yes, I think that certain cultures are beneath me. That's also not true, since I typically am a very logical person, but I'm also a person of faith. I think that all science will eventually lead you down to the fact that God made you. What's my opinion on super mutants? Kill them. They want to kill you, you should kill them back. I think everybody's got a little bit of ego. I think if you didn't, then that would be more of a problem than having a large ego. When could you not use faith to justify belief? Um, Genocide. That's a good example of faith not you can't use faith to justify genocide. What's my favorite part of the chicken? The thigh. Human friend. The thigh. You think it's red? It might have a little bit of red in it. It might have a little bit of red in it, but for the most part, it's blonde. Strawberry blonde. Tilmac, what? Who? They underwent genocide. There's no evidence for any god. Well, there's also no. There's also actually there's plenty of evidence for God. It just depends on if you're looking for it. The God that you believe gives laws for slavery. I don't know about that either, brother. I don't remember Jesus telling me to enslave anybody. Give me the best evidence for your God. Consciousness. The fact that you can even ask me these questions. Science has no explanation for consciousness. Also, science cannot give you value. There's no value in science. There's, you know, thoughts and ideas, but, true value, or rather the highest value, which is God, can't be obtained through science. It is Friday. Consciousness doesn't get you to a God. Consciousness is given to you by God. Otherwise, why would things with the similar brains, why are they not able to conceptualize things like this? Just like God not existing is an assertion you cannot prove. You cannot disprove God. And that's what a theory is, right? A theory is basically like that. And all science is theory until it's proven. And either way, if you don't like that one, how about this? If there are fundamental laws that keep the universe together, right? If there are fundamental laws that keep the universe together, who wrote the laws? Did the laws write themselves, or were they written by something? The fact of the matter is that everything points to a design. There's order in the universe, which should just be chaos. You can't get order out of chaos. Somebody wrote it this way. Scientist theory is the highest a concept can go. That's not true. No one wrote the laws, so they just existed without any cause, without any reason. You're saying that all the universal laws that keep everything together allow you to see things, feel things, hear things, taste things, all that. You're saying that all of that just existed. The golden ratio, yes. Everything. Right, and that natural answer is God. You cannot make something from nothing. I didn't forget anything you told me yesterday. All I know is that you had a really convoluted way of agreeing with me. But what you weren't getting was that God is neither within nor without. So God is not within the structure of our universe. Seems like it. Doesn't it seem like it? Okay, well then what did it come from? Man says he's the beginning and the end, simultaneously, not separately. My beliefs have negative effects on the real world. Actually, that's actually just wholly inaccurate. Morality, you can't derive morality from science either. I hope you know that. There's no morality in science. Science is just science. Morality comes from spirituality, from faith. If you were not faithful in some context or category to your traditional roots and your connections to God, the covenant you made with God, then you're probably not a very moral person. Morality comes from God. God didn't come from nothing. God always is, always was, and always will be. My God doesn't operate within morality. Again, my God is not contained by the definitions of our universe. He's without the universe and within and without, simultaneously. Did God create his own nature? Christ was the living embodiment of God. How is punishing 70,000 innocent men morally good? You're going to have to be more specific. Why wasn't Christianity the first religion? Well, if you would read the Bible, they in that. You know, people went through a lot of trials and tribulations before Christ came about. Christ, the Redeemer, came about to kind of save people from God's next plan, which was to just start over again, kill everything and everyone because we were doing bad. But instead, he offered his son up as a sacrifice for humanity to teach Christianity to people. Do unto others. Again, God always was, always will be, beginning and the end, Alpha and Omega, the first and the last. Well, you could say that. You could say that, yeah. I don't think that they're good. I don't think that they're in a good way, I wouldn't say. And if you look at most of the world, like, and how morally defunct, how morally derailed the world has become over just even the last 60 years. Useless platitudes, if you say so. No, I don't think it's possible. Hey, you can believe what you want to believe. Just read the Bible. It says that in like the first 2 sentences of the Bible. Unknown authors. It's funny because most of them are titled to the author right underneath the title. The old covenant with God isn't unnecessary. Just read the New Testament. How much weed costs in the States depends on what kind of state you're living in. If you live in a recreational state, it's pretty cheap. If you live in a medical state, it's even cheaper. The fact that we all exist is proof enough for me, bud. Can we talk about Putin? What about it? No, I quit smoking weed. Well, I'm not a Jew, so the Jews' covenants with God don't particularly matter. Now, it's important history, sure. Read it to get some sort of knowledge and insight on the workings of how the people of the time period were thinking, but Jesus left you with the golden rule, which was do unto others as you would have done unto yourself. Love one another as I have loved you. That's what he says. So he was pretty clear on that. That was pretty much the gist of the whole thing. And that he would be back. He would be back one day. He didn't come to change the Old Testament laws. Jesus was a Jew, so he would follow the Old Testament. Train to get six packs? I mean, all you got to do is drive to the store, man. Right. There are cruel people. Thoughts on the KKK? Morons. I don't know how we got to the bar talk, guys. I mean, I don't know if you're trying to convince me not to believe in God or not, but that's just not going to happen. Like, I could tell you what I think. That's not true, actually. Jesus came back. He rebuilt the temple in 3 days. Jesus came back from the dead. Perhaps Jesus never left. Putin? Why would I feel fear when I see the word Putin? I think Russia's pretty cool. Jesus fulfilled all the messianic prophecies, actually. The only people that don't believe that are Jews. So, right. What's up, Sam? Supreme Putin. Let Putin have Europe, and we'll take this hemisphere. Do I like physical debates? But Jesus did fulfill the prophecy. Just like when he said he would rebuild the temple in 3 days. But he also said, my body is my temple. Putin. 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 Yeah, I mean, you could debate it all you want. You could debate whether or not Jesus is the Messiah. You could debate all day until your ears start to bleed. I'm telling you personally that I believe in Christianity. I believe that Jesus Christ is the Messiah. I believe that God gave him to earth and sacrificed him for our sins so that we may be redeemed. That is simple as that. What's your take on Jehovah's Witness? That's like Latter-day Saints, right? The LDS church. You say so. Jewish sovereignty. What country did I live in? Right. Restored Davidic kingdom. Again. What country do they live in? Worldwide peace. Depends on the context, I suppose. There was a time period of peace. Some people believe that he came back 1,000 years ago. That we're in the thousands of years of darkness on earth right now. I'll have you know that. Gathering all the Jews to one place. Do I think the LDS is a cult? I don't know. If it makes them happy, I don't think it matters. Nobody cares about Putin. White Bow? I'm doing good, bro. Could be a cult. I mean, I'm sure people call Christians a cult too. Where did we get these bots from, bro? When did the clash between Catholics and Protestants begin? Uh, the late 1500s, if I'm not mistaken. The mid to late 1500s. Right, like we don't even care. Moscow not happy with me? I don't even think Moscow thinks about me. Nobody, yeah, no American really cares. You love baby drowning gods? Well, the Jews certainly do. I don't remember Jesus drowning any babies though. Yeah, Russia does love America. That is true, but not all the babies. You know, he left Noah's family because he found they were righteous. That is true. Jesus was a carpenter of men, if you would, builds men. Spared Noah's family. He also, you know, when he killed all those firstborn Egyptians, you know that he was saving the Jews from their captivity, slavery. And also, he gave them plenty of time to like let them go. He's like, "Yeah, Moses, why don't you go out there and ask him to let the Jews go? And if he tells you no, then I'll do some bad shit to him. But if he tells you yes, then everything will be fine." Yeah, the Old Testament's definitely gory. Well, d- selecting righteous people to deliver your message is probably better than just telling everybody. That kind of takes away from the whole free will thing, you know, if he just like comes out and says it really loudly in the sky one day, "Hey, I'm God. If you don't worship me, I'm going to smite you." Then that kind of like denies you that option to worship him. And if you're forced to worship him, then that's not real love, is it? Drop the location and you'll meet God shortly. Are you threatening me, DX Mobile? I don't go nowhere without it. Yeah, I think that's a form of love right there too. Yeah, well, nah, you know, giving you options and then letting you decide. Some people still live in debauchery. Even when they're presented with those ideals, they'll still live in debauchery. So I think it still applies. Yeah, I own several. Never had the opportunity to hear about Christianity. They are doomed to hell. You know, I'm sure that God will deliver his message the way he needs to. Anyway, I'm still not sure what you guys are trying to do. If you're trying to convince me not to believe in God, you're barking up the wrong tree. And yes, I'm a Protestant. I'm a Lutheran. I'm a type of Protestant, yes. Well, he did design everything, yes. So I would say that the things that don't